God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes. Our prayer shall be known both day and night. Say them always, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by your enlightenment. Biafra, Biafra, shining forever.
In the heart of Biafra's land, where courage blooms, Mazinamdi Kanu stands, defying darkened tombs. A beacon of hope, a voice soon yielding. He fights for justice, freedom, heart's true healing. Mazi Esume Sumwe Kwensu, your spirit ablaze, guiding your people through the tumultuous mazes. From prison walls you sing defiance and truth, a symphony of liberation, unwavering in you. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by winds so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. Chains may bind, but not the soul. Mazinamdi Kanu, your purpose takes its toll. The world may turn away, blind to your plight, yet your flame burns brighter, igniting the fight. Behind prison bars you weave tales of courage, a tapestry of resistance woven without rage. Your words pierce the silence like sunbeams through rain, calling for freedom's dawn, breaking every chain. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by winds so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. Asume, assume, quensu, your spirit ablaze, guiding your people through the tumultuous mazes. From prison walls you sing defiance and truth, a symphony of liberation, unwavering in you. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by wind so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. In the shadows chains may bind, but not the soul. Mazinamti Kanu, your purpose takes its toll. The world may turn away, blind to your plight, yet your flame burns brighter, igniting the fight. Behind prison bars you weave tales of courage, a tapestry of resistance woven without rage. Your words pierce the silence like sunbeams through rain, calling for freedom's dawn, breaking every chain. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by winds so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. Lifelong song, you're etched in time, a warrior for justice, a poet of rhyme. May your spirit soar beyond prison walls, and may Biafra's freedom reign as destiny calls. This song is a creative expression and tribute Mazin Namdekanu's situation is complex, and this song does not capture all aspects. Let us continue to hope for justice and peace. Dun dun.
Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafra and lovers of freedom. This is Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu. As I welcome you to this wonderful edition, please endeavor to welcome others. Is very important. We are live on our platform on S Ando Benjamin Chukwudi Ezumezu. If you are listening to the sound of my voice, please endeavor to hit the like button and share the program on S and it's very important. We're also live on Facebook. But we are live on Mazi's Mezunwe Queen. So please, it's very important to follow me on that page. Because in two pages, I can't stream live, but we share the program there. Because I haven't figured it out. It's very important to follow me on Mazi's Mezunwe Queen. So we don't have much for well, I think we have less than 300 people there. It's not much. But please follow me there, it's very important. And we're also live on YouTube. Ikechukwu is Mezu. If you are not subscribed on the YouTube, Ikechukwu is Mezu. Please endeavor to do so. It's very important. Please subscribe on our YouTube. Ikechukwu is Mezu. It's very important. And share the link to your friends, to your group. No? Ya anyị na-ekwu wee eziokwu Chineke. Before we proceed, we must recognize IPOB High Principal Officer, State Coordinator from America, Mazi Cosmos Zulu. Mazi Ndewo, you're welcome to the program, Mazi. You're welcome to the program. So it's very important as you come in, you share the program and you send it to your WhatsApp group on anywhere you know that people can listen. You want people to listen to the gospel. Ezoku Chineke. Even I make work here. No, we're going to take two topics today. As a matter of fact, I share a lot of shop whatever because there's something what I say an emergency, but let's see what you can do. But The two videos we are going to play is on Yakubu. They are about less than 2 hours, and the response from Senator Ume to him. But we are going to come live again on complete full video on Yakubu Gowon. At age of 91, this man still lying. This is the reason why people are dying in Benue today. Because an elderly state man like him keep on lying at age of 91. At age of 91 years, he keep on lying. You know, like I said before, internet never lie. I have made two videos, two programs related to this deceiver, this blackmailer called Yakubu Gowon. Like I said before, next week we are going to make a full video from Arise TV interview, because that interview was less than 1 hour 30 minutes. We're going to go it one after the other, and I'm going to repeat my old program. Na man na eziokwu na-akwụ ọtọ. Eziokwu na-akwụ ọtọ. You know, na man that na eziokwu na-akwụ ọtọ. As a matter of fact, the reason why this middle belt is still boiling today is because of people like Yakubu Gowon, people like Dan Juma, Theophilus Dan Juma. Yeah, people like that. Because they committed this atrocity. They murdered innocent Biafrans, Igbos. They pious. Egburu ụmụ nwanyị dị ime, egburu ụmụazị. So, in as much that we are women, we sympathize the dying of Benue people, dying of Middle Belt. But the fact is that the people have to come out and hold their leaders accountable and hold Gowon accountable for him to confess. For him to confess. Because at the age of 91, this man is still lying. And believe me, Mr. Gowon, with all due respect, there's no time by your side. I just say it. I don't know. Gowon, with all due respect, there is no time by your side, because Chukwu Kikabiam have keeping you alive for you to use your eye and see the seed you planted. How sweet is it? I also giving you long life for you to repent, to tell the people the truth, to save your people. But you want to go down with your lies about after almost 60 years, you are still lying. On my next program, that will be next week, we are going to expose this man called Yakubu. Chineke Yakubu Yoko. But before then, let's bring this about 1 hour, less than 2 minutes video from him, and we will have to listen to Senator Ume, the response he gave to him.
Well, I think that is the interpretation that we don't know whether that accord was the actual final result reached from it was not to be done until after we got home.
But you agreed to the accord when you were in Gath.
No, this is the accord. It is not a question of agreement in accord. This, it is when we come back home, and I made this, I made a statement. When we come back home, and I make a statement that you about Abu.
Right. Because that's why it was called an accord. An accord means that you had agreed.
On the word accord, but then it has to be done in Nigeria before Friday.
So you needed to come home and discuss it.
Unfortunately, when the first people doesn't want to believe it, I was having a serious attack of kind of fever or whatever it is. and I could not make any. I was having a serious attack of kind of fever or whatever it is, and I could not make any decision. I was having a serious attack of kind of fever or whatever it is, and I could not make any decision.
Do you listen to this man? At age of 91 years, this man is still lying. At age of 91 years. At age of 91 years, this man is still lying. At age of 91 years, this man is still lying. Can you imagine that? At age of 91 years. We are going to, like I said next week, when I say things, I bring out evidence. I'm going to present a clip of this man when he said that Ojukwu said, "On a bully you stand." He stand. And he said to Ojukwu, "On a bully you fall." As a matter of fact, let me see. This is Biafrans. I want you to. Ask him again.
Let me be a philosopher. Nothing is impossible.
This is one of the videos I told you guys. I think I made this video that was last day. 2 programs I make on this man. No, you're going to expose this man to nothing. At 91 years, this man is still like. I told you guys that if you're a liar, you will lie millions of times for you to say one thing. Not knowing that you have lied before, you have used another directive before, because it's a lie. It cannot see time with that number. But if it's truth only 20 years to come, 100 years to come, truth remain truth. Eziokwu remain eziokwu. Chineke. Now, I want you guys to listen to this program a bit. This is Yakubu Gowon. Then, I want you guys to listen.
Ghanaian, Cyrillian, all those on board the ship. Whether he can.
That point where you guys understood that. What is the call?
And
Civil, wounded civilian. Listen.
We stand.
Yeah.
And I say, from Aburi you will fall. So that was probably the beginning of. If in fact you said it is.
Because then, here, it was when he was still young. Here.
Police action.
Here. He was when he was still young, and he went to America. That was after they overthrew him. He was still young. But here, the second one I played when he accepted that Ojukwu said, "On Aburi, he stands." And he said to Ojukwu, "On Aburi, you will fall." He was getting old. The lie cannot wait anymore. He's getting old, and he felt that I need to tell them the truth. And he went ahead and said, if this is a bully, he said that everybody will have to agree that he that they don't have to agree with him. And they went to war. And at the end of the day, he said he regretted going to war. Let me play it for you guys. I want you guys to listen. Take a very good exposition. This stupid guy, what is it called?
And
Civil, wounded civilian. Listen.
We stand.
Yeah.
And I say, from Aburi, you will fall. So that was probably the beginning of, if in fact you said it is the Aburi agreement, that you are using, interpreting the way you want and the way you want to force it on the rest, then of course we also have a way of resolving it.
Are you guys with me? So if it was if it's Aburi agreement, you want to target on us, now we all will have to say no. But here in America, so you can see, like I said before, a liar will lie so many times. We lie so many times for one issue. Remember what he told the Arise TV. He said that he feels sick. But here, then he was telling Ojukwu was saying that he stand on Aburi, and he said to Ojukwu, on Aburi that you fall. A man with different, how will I say it, what language will I use to qualify this man now? Yakubu Gowon told the world. This interview was, I think, was this month, not less than a week, that he was sick. But then he told the world that Ojukwu say on Aburi you stand, and he said to Ojukwu on Aburi you will fall. Now let's listen to him again.
The decision
At Aburi.
at home,
Right.
when we arrived in home. And Ojukwu was one who then, when he came, he had a serious attack of kind of fever or whatever it is. And I could not make any decision
At Aburi.
at home,
Right.
when we arrived in home. And Ojukwu was one who then, when he came, he went and made made the statement. He made the statement about the Aburi code. And the governor of the Midwest, Duke AJ, then rang me at very early hours of the day.
So, you see, by next week, we are going to play full interview that he did at Arise TV. And we want to play a lot of old videos, previous interview from BBC, from America, also in Nigeria. Then you see this guy called Yakubu Gowon. This man is the reason why his people is perishing today. Now let's listen to Snetume. The response he got from Snetume.
Too long to go on those interviews, especially being that
Come here.
you have to record Ojukwu is no longer alive. What's your reaction to this?
Well, I listened to Gowon's interview with Charles and Agolo of Arise News. That's a television. That's why I said it should come. I listened to him, and I felt so sorry with the things he said. The reason being that at 91 years of age, I shouldn't be joining issues with him. But I remember that when Babangida launched his book, and made revelations in that his book. I was on television again, I think it was Arise News, to speak on the fallout of that book launch, wherein I challenged Gowon to write his own book about the Civil War. Because Babangida stated clearly that the coup wasn't an Igbo coup. The Igbo people have suffered gravely because of that coup. A coup that was plotted to bring Awolowo out of prison and make him president of Nigeria. The actors had written their books, and that was their common program. And the coup didn't succeed. And the Igbos have been put to the wall because of it. I felt that with Babangida's clear statement that it wasn't an Igbo coup, and he named Yorubas and Northerners that were part of that coup, it was a big relief to me, and I challenged Gowon to write his own book so Nigerians will read. So I was therefore disappointed that yesterday he granted an interview which showed the sign of dementia on his part. At 91, he appeared to have forgotten the things that happened. But some of us who worked with Ojukwu and interviewed him and got the records of what happened at that time disagree with all the things he said. One is that it was a big lie for him to say that the war was not against the Igbo people of Nigeria. What can be further from the truth? They said he was in Abeokuta. He wasn't in Abeokuta, and he heard about the insurrection in Abeokuta, and he was somewhere, and suddenly he saw how it ended, it snowballed into assassination of Agu Ironsi. That he wasn't part of the coup, he didn't know anything about it, but he later emerged as head of state after the coup, counter-coup was organized. That is somebody telling lies. And for him to say that the war was not against the Igbo people, I thought by now he should be apologizing to the Igbo people for the role he played in that civil war. Instead of coming here to challenge our sensibilities, that I think the not challenging, is insulting our sensibilities, that the war was not against the Igbos. Who were the victims of the war? The counter-coup was a cleansing of the Igbo officers in the Nigerian army. Igbo officers, he couldn't say those who were killed from his own Plateau state or part of Nigeria in the counter-coup. He couldn't say that. So it was a reprisal coup against the Igbos, and Igbos were not only killed as military officers, their businesses were destroyed across Nigeria. And the Aburi Accord, which he has misrepresented in his interview, is the greatest travesty. One was that I worked with Ojukwu for 5 years, and I asked him questions about these things, and including Aburi Accord. He told me that at Aburi, they all agreed to confederation. Confederation means that the regions will become confederate states, and every region will continue to develop at its own pace. That is the essence of the meaning of confederation. And when they agreed on all this, that General Ankara carried himself, General Ankara and Gowon and Ojukwu were at the back of the same car when they were being taken to the airport. And that Ankara took Gowon's hand and Ojukwu's hand, put them together, and said that they should go and implement the agreements of this Aburi. And he told Gowon right there, Ojukwu said he told Gowon that if Gowon gets home and announces the agreements reached here, that he will be the first person to propose Gowon as the head of state of Nigeria. And when they all left, they came back to Nigeria. Days went by, Gowon didn't announce anything. He didn't address the nation on what they agreed in Aburi. In Gowon's account yesterday, I was shocked to hear him say that when he returned, he had malaria. And because he had fever, he delayed his announcing the agreements reached in Aburi. So at his age, he didn't need to start lying. When he came back, his advisors told him to renege on all the things agreed in Aburi. So it was Gowon who plunged the country into that civil war. It was because he refused to announce the agreements reached in Aburi. Ojukwu waited for him, and things were not getting better. And Ojukwu now, well, I don't even think that he made a formal broadcast. He leaked the agreements reached in Aburi, and he was still waiting on Gowon to do the needful. Gowon now said that if Ojukwu had not said the things agreed in Aburi, that there wouldn't be anyone, that he would have said the same thing by himself, but if not for malaria that he was suffering from. So I think he has not done what he should be doing at this late stage of his life. It is time for him to begin to speak the truth, to heal the wounds of that war. Everybody has moved on. The war is 55 years today that it ended. But to come back at 91 years of age and tell these obvious lies means that he is not thinking about how to leave Nigeria in peace. He said he fought for Nigeria to be one. That's what he said. That the reason for fighting the civil war was to keep Nigeria as one. Is Nigeria one today? Nigeria is not one today. The president was in Benue yesterday, where people of his own zone are being slaughtered on a daily basis in the past years. So what has he done to make Nigeria a better country? So I think that I still challenge him again to write his own truthful account of what happened in Nigeria under his watch, so that truth is an open word, conscience is an open word, only the truth will heal it. So he should stop running around. Let him come out boldly and tell sorry to the Igbo people of Nigeria. Because remember, the coup brought out to Awolowo from prison. And instead of using Awolowo to unite Nigeria, he brought him and made him Federal Commissioner for Finance under his government. And they started driving economic policies that were aimed at exterminating the Igbos in Nigeria. So he was the person who laid the foundation for all these problems we're having. And he was the one who brought the Southeast, the Igbos and the Yorubas, at crossroads. Mistrust came in because Awolowo was released by Ojukwu after when the problem of Biafra was declared. So in trying to gather people, he now brought Gowon. Instead of uniting the country, he made him Federal Commissioner for Finance. He knows the purpose for that. And we have paid dearly for it. We don't want to be insulted more, because doing these things will aggravate our wound. We want to bury the wounds of the past. So let him stop speaking. If he doesn't want to say the truth, let him go and write his own book, so that when he's no more, his book will be circulated and he will be judged. Ojukwu is not alive to join issue with him. When Ojukwu was alive, he was talking. Gowon refused to talk. And now that he's talking, it's very unfortunate. T.Y. Danjuma is still alive. He was the one that led the arrest of Gowon, and his unfortunate, arrest Agbo and his unfortunate assassination. So I don't know what T.Y. will be thinking after hearing Gowon that he wasn't part of the coup, that he didn't know anything about what happened in Nigeria, and suddenly saw himself as head of state of Nigeria. How can somebody say this type of thing? So what is he trying to say for us to believe? So thank you very much.
So, thank you, Senator Ume, for your response to Mr. Liar at age of 91 years. Yakubu Gowon. Like I said before, we are still coming up on this program next week. Full program on Yakubu Gowon next week. Full program on him. That guy, Chineke Yabu. Like I said before, time is not by his side anymore. Senator Ume, thank you so much for responding to Yakubu Gowon. But next week, we are going to come on a full program on it. Now, some days now, in our great family IPOB, you can see what is going on. And as you know, history always repeats itself again. History always repeats itself again. Some of MK legal team came out and gave us the message from our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. And the lawyers whom Biafrans respect so much, Barrister Nnemeka, Maxwell, and the other one, I'm sorry, no, I will play the video, no, give us the message. And also told us that the one for Chika Polydism have passing to them too. But guess what? History always repeats itself again. Chinas Sailat, Chika Polydism, Chakad Media Worms. They are attacking MK legal team. They are telling you again that that message is not from our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Do you guys remember memo from the same Barrister Nnemeka Ejiofor? After almost 2 years, Chinas Awankida came out and told you that any message from Barrister Nnemeka Ejiofor is from our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Message from our lawyer Ejimako is from our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. After we have established all those is the checkered media worms to castigate, bullying, blackmail MK legal team. He came out to tell you guys that all the message they has brought out is from our leader. And today, that is the repeating itself again. Because we can remember, we say the way it is. On that memo, that was when 1,000 teeth, 1,000 teeth, Methuselah, say that Onyendu should come out and do it by himself. That's Neji Onyendu na Pahamo, Neji na Plutus. That's what Methuselah said. A lot of them then were attacking Barrister Nnemeka of saying that that memo is not from our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. According to Methuselah, it says from Nekede. But do you know what happened? Because Biafra is a spirit. But today, most of them that attacked that memo, most of them today are defending Barrister Nnemeka for what he just said. Because some of them have realized that they have fighting a long battle. They're fighting a long battle. I think on my next program, or I think let me see if I can do it this now. Let's listen to before we go into what is going on with this Jaka Media worm. Let's listen to Paul Achebe, Izoku Wondo, the apology he tendered to Prince Meme's wife. You know, I always say that Paul Achebe have a conscience. I always say it. He have a conscience. And as I said before, no woman, no person is perfect. We appreciate Paul Achebe for knowing that he wronged someone and come back and say, no, I'm sorry for what he did. This is wonderful. How many of you can do that? 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 You have to hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay. Let's go here. Let me go to my phone.
Now, get check here. In fact, let me use this opportunity, sir, because I think I have to do it. Because of this bunch of lunatic, I thought because your brain have been damaged, all of you hated me. The same way I see him, and all of you are saying you're attacking the leadership. I am not telling you again. Go and check all my expose on when that is how you know people that are pure, that people that pass raw information. Same Chibuze were told that people like Agnes Nwokike, fake name with the fake everything about them is fake. All Makono Akeji IPOB online Biafra online country because most of them cannot even use their real name. If you are ashamed of your father's name, why can't you use your only name? But because you are nobody, AI generated. People like this, they were abusing me. I told you that this.
Now, Biafrans, I want you to listen to Paul Achebe. You see in life, the most important thing in life that now, it means something. At the end of the day, you realize that they will then they come out and say they will and they even made that thing on a public email here. Biafrans appreciate Paul Achebe for being bold enough to come out and say Prince Meme's wife not the sorry for what he said about him. And we'll move on. I want you guys to listen to him. Man, na nwoke the beer. Listen to him.
These are APC media warriors. Thank God for, I would say it here. If not for Kanu family, honestly speaking, Mazinam the Kanu could have been left alone in DSS dungeon. Now, get check here. In fact, let me use this opportunity, sir, because I think I have to do it. Because of this bunch of lunatic, I thought that everything they are saying there is an atom of truth, but I have come to realize that this bunch of people are all bunch of criminals. And I want to use this medium to apologize to the wife of Prince Kanu Meme, because first of all, that lady enweghị ihe o mee m. I respect women a lot, so I sincerely from my heart apologize to that woman in any word I use against you, Prince Kanu Meme. I am sorry for abusing you. Yes, I will attend that apology to her. So for those of you who are called, yes, I am one of those. When I did something that I know this is not the right thing, I accept it. I am not like your DOS. That is how you know people that are pure, that people that pass raw information. Same Chibuze go told that people like Agnes Nwokike, fake name with the fake everything about them is fake. All Makono Akejishin IPOB online Biafra online country, because most of them cannot even use their real name. If you are ashamed of your father's name, why can't you use your only name? But because you are nobody, AI generated. People like this, they were abusing me. I told you that these are APC media warriors. Thank God for, I would say it here. If not for Kanu family, honestly speaking, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could have been left alone in DSS dungeon. Now, guys, check here. In fact, let me use this opportunity, self, because I think I have to do it. You know, because of this bunch of lunatic, I thought that everything they are saying there is an atom of truth, but I have come to realize that this bunch of people are all bunch of criminals, and I want to use this medium to apologize to the wife of Prince Kanu Meme, because first of all, that lady enweghị ihe o mee m. I respect women a lot, so I sincerely from my heart apologize to that woman in any word I use against you, Prince Kanu Meme. I am sorry for abusing you. Yes, I will attend that apology to her. So for those of you who are called, yes, I am one of those. When I did something that I know this is not the right thing, I accept it. I am not like your DOS.
So this is the place map. Paul Achebe tendered apology to Prince Meme's wife for what he said about her. And as a matter of fact, we okay.
I tender my unreserved apology. Ihe njiwe na-eme n'ihu akwụkwọ here because I made the video on a broadcast, so I am not like others.
Yeah.
I'm not like others. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court case. Apart from that woman, how many places can you with update?
Thank you.
They will fake information. He's going with this. He's going with that.
So hear what he said. That what he said about her was on media, and that's why he came on media to tender the apology to her. And he also tell you guys that apart from her, where will you get the updates from our leaders' court? It's sure. Or the woman, because she's a journalist, and we see his handwork during the cross examine and the witness Onyendo and federal government of Nigeria. At some point, even the court seized her phone Still yet, they are they are they still pushing all the information out to us. So Biafrans appreciate Paul Achebe, Nwoke Dibegu, like I said before. Nobody is perfect. Mazi Ezumezu Nwoke are not perfect. But the most important thing that when you know that you have wronged someone, be courageous enough to come out and say, one night I'm sorry. And we move on. So we appreciate Paul Achebe. And today, we can see, because Paul Achebe have knew that these men are not with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go to his page and see what he's doing. He's doing the great work. Now, for those of you that are still attacking the MK legal team for coming out to tell us the message onye ndị nyere anyị about the powerful, shame unto you guys. Shame unto you guys. I saw on S and Chinasa Wankita said that if anyone knew or know or have any evidence that they have disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that person should come up. Chinasa Wankita, I'm telling you, put a date of a program, put phone number. I will call in and tell you. I will call in and tell you when you disobeyed Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will play your voice. I will also play Chika Edoziem's voice. You can I told you guys this is not 2021. This is not 2021. So Chinasa Wankita, we are waiting for your broadcast. Put that phone number. Tell them that people you want to call, that anyone who want to prove that who want to prove to you that you guys disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should call. So that people will call. People like me will call. I will play your voice to you. I will play Chika Edoziem's voice. How about Memo 2022? How about the memo? Do you guys respect the memo? The answer is no. Now, before we go into more into the details, let's hear from our legal team, MK legal team. It's very important. Let's hear from them.
My name is Nnemeke Jofo. I am one of the lawyers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My friend here, Max Opara, and Jude Ugwai, all lawyers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We just came out from the station of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, being the 25th of June 2025. We have delivered the messages from the leadership to him. He has equally also sent us to the leadership and to the whole world. From now henceforth, Ima Powerful is the recognized worldwide spokesperson for IPOB. Ima Powerful is now, from now henceforth, 25th of June 2025, is the official spokesperson of IPOB worldwide. So the directive is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today being the 25th of June 2025. He also has received the message that was sent to him. We delivered it to him, and he has acknowledged it, and the others and replied and given a reply which will be sent to those concerned directly. Thank you.
So, this is the message MK legal team brought to us, Biafrans, IPOB family, that from our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But guess what? These Richard Card media worms, they have raised their ugly head again. Blackmailing our lawyers, calling them names on media. But guess what? It will not stop us. 2021, 22, 23, 24. Did this stop us? No. At some point, they refer to us code of conduct. At some point, our law too call us 5%. But the same 5% is pushing it. The same 5% is doing it. Chika Paul Edoziem, do you remember what I told you in 2022? Ilotu m gwa 2022 Chika Paul Edoziem. Oge m gwara say unite us. I told you to unite us in 2022. That if you don't unite us, that what is about to happen to you, if you do the video is there. Make the second video again. But the only two things to unite us. One, obey every single instruction from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Second, obey IPOB code of conduct. Abgangia. Email? No. Instead of emailing this thing that I am afraid that your end, your shame will fall upon you. You will show shame of yourself. That you will not end well. Once it you go an easy and on ilu akwụkwọ, ọ na-abịa a na-ezi m n'ezi unu. A na-ezi m n'ezi unu. Agbango unite us, because if you don't unite us, that what's about to happen to you will be so painful and so shameful. Is it not happening now? Mazin can have moved on. Don't you have moved on? Now, let's go to Prince Meme page. It's very important. Let's see what Prince Meme put out there. Let's go to Prince Meme page. If you vote in here there. This was 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago. We're going to read it together. I agree. Now, if you go to Prince Meme page, this message was about 3 hours ago. He put this message. Now, let's go through it. Can you walk? I see taking oath and new IPOB members down the memory lane. On 14 March 2027, the whistle MAK was in Kuje prison. Emma Mmezu late launched Radio Biafra International with his gang in DOS after he took money from Senator Ojo Sokalo. We cannot see reason why Ojo Sokalo was crying. This man call them by their name. Ọkụ na onye nwe onye eziokwu. Na ndị na-ekwu ka unu na-ama somebody nwe onye eziokwu. When he said it, he mentioned name, he mentioned date, the year, and he called the man that sponsored them The man that bribed them, that want to destroy IPOB. That's why we saw Senator Jus Okalo crying, lamenting, also mentioning Meme Kano, fine boy, calling his name too. Now, let's go through. mm, let's go through it. Let's go through it. No, no, Maz, it was 2017, 2017, not 2027. 2017, 2017. No, okay, let me repeat it again. On 14th March 2017, the which MAK was in Kuje prison, Imam Mezulate launched Radio Biafra International with his gag in DOS after he took money from Senator Ojus Okalu to destabilize IPOB that led to their dismissal from IPOB in 2017. Then now, after Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is another rendition to Nigeria, those that survived the 14 March 2017 coup never learned from the lesson from the insubordination. On account of the main insubordination now. Chika Edoziem and Chukwudo Former. Most of you don't know Chukwudo Former. Chukwudo Former is the head of media. The head of media, IPOB media, that live in Australia, that tender apology to Madam Nyanya and Onyendu Kanu's family for not acting fast, that Nelly Ofebu mislead them. So Chika Edoziem and Chukwudo Former, the unfortunate survive of that dismissal that the previous DOS in the Onyendu Chulachu has consistently refused to obey, as consistently refused to obey the orders and instruction from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Starting from August 9, 2021, sit at home. Now, all the time, August. That's how he started. On August, sister to you on a Monday goes town. And onye announce wo Chinasa Wankita announce it. Chinasa Wankita wo ya announce there. Now, let's get on to you. Then, starting from August 9, 2021, and remember, Onyendu instruction to cancel that sit at home 3 days before on August 9. The message came on 6th of August. To date, instance, do not sack. If we should remember, and this one on the memo, we're going to bring the memo now. Do not sack any principal officer I appointed unless I instructed so. Do not open an account in South Africa. Now in South Africa, we're getting the message now. They are confessing in South Africa now. We have their voice. Maybe we're going to do a special program on that. They are confessing in South Africa now. Maybe I'm going to play one of them. Now, all the money should be paid into worldwide accounts managed by IPOB Head of Finance worldwide. Italian National Coordinator should not be tampered with. Head of DOS should immediately announce the appointment of German National Coordinator. ETC, Akanko. Chika Paul Wenкome. The answer is no. HGOS, Edoziem, tell IPOB member if you carry out this order. Osewu, Why Biafrans, if you carry these orders? Nothing. When they carry out all of subordination against our leader, Mazen Kano. Okay. The cabal has collected money from Senator Hope Uzodinma through Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Una phone the eziokwu apụta ọgụ today. Una na-anụ ya now. Eziokwu kwapụta ọgụ now. Eziokwu kwapụta ọgụ now. The cabals collected money from Senator Hope Uzodinma through Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the most trusted. Chika Edoziem then left IPOB family and create IPOB leadership. I IPOB leadership. I told you guys, I will prove it for you guys. I are gonna our oath. Then with this cabal to destabilize the IPOB struggle, little did they know that Biafra movement is projected of Chukwu Okike Abiama. I asked Chika Paul Edoziem, I asked Chika Edoziem HDOS and his cabal, which order of the supreme leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu did you obey? Ọ na-ajụ na ajụjụ Chinasa nwa nkịta, Maazị ebe na-akpọ ya Chinasa nwa nkịta, na-amakpọ ya nwa olu. Chinasa nwa nkịta, before you start crying about blackmailing, go and revisit your past broadcast. It speak volume. I believe in DOS, not in IPOB leadership. This is what this member is telling us, that he believe in DOS, not in IPOB leadership. I don't really like anything like IPOB leadership. Now, for those of you who think that we are lying for a very long time, Okwapụtawago now, Okwa eziokwu apụtawago today. Okwa eziokwu apụtawago today. The whole memo, onye ndu day, I saw the memo. Some people were in Maazị Kantakanu page telling him, why do you cover the number 1 and number 11? As if this memo was today. This was, I think that was 2022 memo. Now, I think let's bring that memo out. For those of you who want to see the first number 1 and number 11, I want you guys to come and see it now. This memo, for those of you who is asking, why do you cover the number 1? Why do you cover number 11? Look at it. What did he say? He said DOS is forbidden from responding to Simon Ekpa, no matter what. So for those of you who want to know, look at it here. Only do one say nobody, DOS is forbidden. Because Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wa agbala. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wo je na mmụọ. Today, we saw what Simon Ekpa is facing today. The same time he warned Simon Ekpa, don't allow Satan to enter you. Now, number 11. Also, Madoka to report immediately to him through the council the reason for insecurity in Imo State. Madoka. We all know who is Madoka. That is Benjamin Madubugo. So this memo was on 15th December 2022. Then all this instruction from already the Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the cabals respect it. Chinasa Wankita na Majogo, he respect any of this instruction from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He said that we should point it out for you. Chinasa Wankita, do you respect this order? Any of this order? You and Chika Pole, do you guys respect any of this order from Already the Mazin Nnamdi Kanu? The answer is no. The answer is no. Now, let's go to, because I told you guys that we don't have IPOB leadership. No. What you have with DOS, what you have with principal officers. From DOS to the unit coordinator is principal officers. Only Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is the leadership. Only Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. No any other person. Now, I want to prove it for you guys today. This is Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu. Anyị na-ezukọ unu ya. Now, this is our code of conduct. I'm sorry, our oath, IPOB oath. So, for those of you who say Mazi Ezumezu don't know what you're saying, one day, I evidence. I ain't want anything like IPOB leadership. Only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leadership. I'm not going with his deputy. From DOS to the unit coordinator, even with principal officers. Even when. Now, let's lead the oath. This oath, so everybody here. I got the oath. Now, let's say I, Ikpa full name, complete your legal name and oath taking. Okay. I hereby solemnly and voluntarily swear to be absolutely loyal to the leadership of indigenous people of Biafra and director of Radio Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Only our leader is the leadership. Onogonwe is the deputy. If we are talking about IPOB structure, I don't care about any other structure. I don't care about any other movement. I don't care any other is it organization, but I'm talking about the IPOB that we are into, the IPOB family, the structure, Iwobo, how we operate. I repeat again. I hereby solemnly and voluntarily swear to be absolutely loyal to the leadership of indigenous people of Biafra and director of Radio Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that I will never engage in any act of insubordination, neither should Nnamdi Kanu be insubordinate to the citizen of indigenous people of Biafra or do anything to jeopardize the freedom restoration. Get on to now. Ebe mentioned principal officer. Get on to now. I also swear to be truthful and honest in all our undertaking, and we never do anything to betray the cause of the restoration of sovereignty of state of Biafra. I swear that I will never endanger the life of my fellow member, principal officer, or any Biafra working assiduously for the restoration of Biafra sovereignty as lead by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, lead by onye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If about the principal officer, I am nwere leadership. Onye na-enwe nsogbu ebe anyị na-anụ leadership everywhere. Ebe anyị na-anụ leadership everywhere. There's not a leadership. The only person not who leadership who only the man in Nani Kanu. Okay, we much me for there. Only our leader with the leader. From DOS to the unit coordinator, even when there is principal officer. Now today, they call themselves leadership. They call themselves leadership. So China Sawan Kita, like I said before, this program will be, I will end this program anytime from now. But we're going to come up next week to do more on this issue that's going on. So, China Sawan Kita, this memo, do you guys respect it? Do you guys honor it? Do you guys obey it? The answer is no. So, like I said, I challenge you, China Sawan Kita, take a date on Radio Biafra, put the number there, say that you need people who will call to prove to you that you disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you and Chika Pole Doziem. Just say that people like us will call. And be ready to answer the question, because I will play your voice, I will play Chika Dozem's voice, I will remind you about this memo. This Mazi Ezumezu Ekwensu. Because the reason why, since Imapawafo has been giving us the press release, we have never one day say fake or not fake. But just because Imapawafo refused to work with them anymore and told them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is his leader, that he will obey the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why this Kaba is after Imapawafo. Now, Biafrans, I want you guys to listen. Listen very attentively. Ask yourself, why out of a sudden, everybody, including Mazi Takano, Prince Meme Kanu, is sharing Imapawafo press release? Why? Ask yourself, why out of a sudden, Imapawafo ceased to attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family? Ask yourself, why? Ask yourself again, why out of a sudden, Chika Paul Edoziem, aka Element Gate, announced to you that they have DOS secretary, DOS publicity secretary. Go by the name Dr. Whatever. I don't want to mention that name. Ask yourself why. Because Imapawafo told them that the only voice he had and joined this movement is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not Chika Pole Edoziem. This is why they went ahead to replace Imapawafo with DOS publicity secretary. When do you hear that? Since 2012? Never. Just because Imapawafo refused to work with them anymore and say that he have seen the truth and he have heard the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and when they ask him through his lawyer to stop attacking his family and stop what he's doing, that you know what is going on. Imapawafo now stop. The same way the Malaysian national coordinator, Mazi Anthony Obilo removed Chika Poledoziem's name from the fundraising they did on May 28th. Go and check if Chika Poledoziem's name is there. Ask yourself, why did Anthony Obilo that work with Chika Poledoziem, we know him, they call him Wachineke. Why did he remove Chika Poledoziem's name on the memo? Ask yourself. Before we continue, I welcome Mazi Chiezoku. Mazi, you're welcome to the program. The General Coordinator. You're welcome to the program. Ask yourself, out of a sudden, a creative DOS publicity secretary, because Imapuaf refused to work with them anymore and told them no, that he stands by every instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every single instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, they are now telling you guys that now a Mapuaf message now become fake. Now the lawyers came out and give us the message from Onye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same Chinasa one kita send his chat card media worms to start attacking our lawyers, calling them names. You know, my happiness is that most of them that joined them in 2022, when this one came out, most of them say no, they have seen the truth. They are against it. People like Paul Achebe. They say no, you cannot use me anymore. And we welcome the College of Paul Achebe. Chinasa Wankita, like I said before, he challenge. You challenge in your life na S handle that if anyone can come out and tell you guys how you guys, when you guys support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I'm not challenging you now. Take a date, do a program, put a phone number, and just mention people to call. People that want to, prove you wrong. Mazi Nnamdi, I will call that day. I call that day. Chinasa Wankita, this is not 2021. You remember, Chika Pole doesn't remember Ogen na Yogo. Unite this family together. In 2022, I was begging you on air. I'm glad that if you don't do that, that your end, you are just so bad. The same thing will find a job for. Give me a today. Biafrans, like I said, I ain't really much time now. I want to put my link. If there's anyone who want to contribute, please, you can come in and contribute, and we'll call it a day, because next week we are going to hit these people hard. It's really important. Okay, Mazi, you want to call in? Okay. Yeah, Mazi, the general coordinator, Mazi Chie, the link the there na on YouTube, also on Facebook. Let me pin it now. Let me see if I can pin it. Yeah, I think I have pinned it here on Facebook. Yeah. So, Chinasa Wankita, we got your message from S. Ando, and I challenge you. Take a date for your program, and put a number, a phone number, or ask that those that want to prove you, should just call. No, no, I was talking about this mad dog that was going to call that same day that he is going to do a program. Okay, okay, Mazi. Yeah. No. So Chinasa Wankita, you guys have disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I agree with I agree, boy. How about UK National Coordinator that Onyendu put her also his husband. You guys take her out, also his husband. As eziokwu. How about in Germany? Onyendu say announce Ogbonnia Abraham as a national coordinator. Do you guys obey Mazin Nnamdi Kanu? The answer is no. Onyendu say in Italy, don't touch national coordinator. Mazoglu should not be touched. What happened? Do you guys obey it? The answer is no. Onyendu say all the money should be paid to worldwide account that Madam Nyanya knows about. Do you guys obey it? The answer is no. Agwamunu that una end there. Imam Mezu, relate to Imam Mezu and the Omiomio and the Iluanya. They will be more better than you guys. Now, let's listen to the confession from coming from South Africa. Only one. Just I want you guys to listen to this one. Let's listen to this one because we're going to do a full program on it. Let's listen.
This is a like organization, and we're senior man, and we're deputy, and we're finance minister. That finance minister is supposed to account for the then there was no platform. Okay, and we'll go some stories before.
Yeah.
So from there,
I started from
to have a serious. I was among the people that fought for his removal. I think we had within. All right. The problem I be the one when I IPO South Africa, according to Nkemu Amit, was the moment Kehana Bodiade Chidera Odregene was removed. I was among the people that fought for his removal. I wasn't happy because I want to take him out anyway. So, but as case may be, Ogagono now, it has passed. Then that time, Ogichukwu Isu stepped in. The first meeting we had with Nene Ogichukwu Isu was not happy with it based on, I don't know, and we'll go some stories before. So from there, Ogichukwu Isu started to have a serious personal hatred on Nene. But then there was no platform to fight her. But mark the word, there was no platform to fight her. So as time goes, as things unfold, based on accumulated iwe in the Madinobi, it always manifests. So one way or the other, we by code of conduct, this thing, remember that time I was still my unit coordinator and I was like almost new in IPOB. And obviously you are looking up to your leaders. So as that time, as things unfold, so based on that accumulated anger, things started to unfold until you get to a point whereby Abias was the only account. But the code of conduct lied that if Nene is in charge of the account, it's okay. Nene can only account to Nnamdi Kanu. That was all. So, but then we obviously need Igbo.
Naganti, this is a unit coordinator from South Africa. One of those that attacked Madam Nyanya, one of those that are asking Madam Nyanya to give account. Now he's confessing. He's telling us today that code of conduct have said that Madam Nyanya should account to Mazin Nanka, not to us, not on media. That only Mazin can have the power to ask Madam Nyanya to tender account of IPOB. Only about the Mazin Nanka. He said code of conduct say it. Okay, now as soon as happened that today, he's confessing today. The auto take is working on him. We will do the normal program, full program about this conversation next week. Let's continue. Just let's listen to this
we
one.
were beguiled. SAI that we need the account, Gamere account. I remember calling Innocent Aliam, ask him, Mazi, when you marry a guy, or family war me, a guide intact. So, and I tried to communicate that with the national. It wasn't working. It wasn't balancing very well with them. So these are the beginning of the foundations. So from there, obviously, Moa was national PRO. I have to somehow campaign for Onyobola to be like structured. Or the car Onyobola game until that time, we notice that I always say this is a like organization, and we're a senior man, and we're deputy, and we're a finance minister. That finance minister is supposed to account for the the head, which is Chike Dozem. So Nene must account for Chike Dozem, but that was not the original structure. The original structure, which ignorantly I was saying no, and that even no, not even ignorantly. No, ma, it's not. It's humanly good for a finance minister to account to what do you call to the head as of that moment. So now that Onyendu was arrested, Nene was supposed to be accounting for Chike Dozem, but in a situation whereby these people were just now misusing fund and also at the same time taking arguing or disputing the orders coming from Onyendu. That was why they quickly started to abuse any other lawyer who does not work with them. Actually, me who detail. So from there, that thing they are creating account. I also campaigned for Meria account. I wouldn't deny it. I also campaigned for it. And many people, even some people that are here, also campaigned for Meria account. We motivated people to Meria account. We lured people to that statement, Meria account. We want our account. So every you'll be motivated. So that is how we managed to destroy people, because by saying that alone, people start to get weakened in terms of paying their monthly due. Even how they started paying 50 rand per month. Up till now, as I'm talking to you, as of 2 weeks back, Maazi Chuksokbolo resigned as a welfare with the same issue of Nahadia to monthly due. So let me be can I voice note because I think I'm going to be very long. Mana, just bear with me. So this story of Meria account, why the account department was supposed to be accounting straight to Onyendu Nandikano, and each and every department accounts to Onyendu Nandikano as the structure stated. So, but we agitated for Meria account, knowing very well that the account is clear. Every money that is remitted before is aware. Okay, sorry to mention that other the name again. I'm so much ashamed whenever I want to mention the name of that honorable woman, Mrs. Gloria Aliam, like, because the way I was that people used me at that point, because the information I even
The voice you are hearing now is the man that working with Chika Paul from South Africa, working with Tony Lumike from South Africa. Now he's confessing. We all know Innocent Aliam, his wife. He was in finance department in South Africa. They blackmailed that woman. You can hear what he's confessing today. Now, let me play the second one. After the second one, I'm going to end it here. Then we take the program for next week. This guy was used by Chinas and Wankita, Tones Lumike, Chika Pole Doziem. You can see, you hear what he's saying. How they destroy IPOB finance. And it starts from South Africa, from Ogochukwu Isu, from Chibuze go out to them. Now, I want you guys to listen, then we'll call it a day on this.
release as one voice note to make a man that information or people in here. So I can literally tell you that is one of the greatest mistakes in me since I'm on Moti today that I ever lived to regret. I wish there is a way to amend it, but God having mercy on me, Chineke gave me here one day, it will be repaid. So everybody knew that Madam Liam was supposed to report and clear everything to Neneanya, and they were seeing whatever transaction that is going on in that account. Nandi Kanu and Madam Neneanya know the oath had taken for them to keep the money intact. And Nandi Kanu knows very well why it must only be woman that handles account. Because you don't trust Mwoke with money. You can't trust a man with money. Men are full of responsibilities. One responsibility they are also here because he's a man. But woman, responsibility had the less. So that is why this is one of the things I think no, I may which we trust our women with money. So, but anyway, we agitated for Mary account until this particular Mary account destroyed a whole lot of things. So, and I believe if I'm going to assist in rebuilding what I have also assisted in destroying at PB South Africa, I am gladly going to do it without a break. Even if I am removed as an IPOB member, I'll be very happy. But at least I will help if my voice, if my apology will encourage any IPOB member in South Africa. Please, I applaud to all the members of IPOB South Africa. Nnamdi Kanu placed a call. He placed a call. Or placed a call. And he spoke to people. People were there. Or say, I still recognize Neneyanya. I still place this question to all the IPB members of South Africa because you borrow that if Neneyanya is no longer our finance head, I challenge Chike Doziem if he's still under Nnamdi Kanu, let him release a memo stating that Neneyanya has been removed as our finance head. So if Neneyanya has not, if that such letter is not released, I challenge all the IPB members of South Africa to direct their money to the particular account headed by Neneyanya. This is a mistake. I have done it, and I'm here to recount, to retrieve my words and redirect my things and see where I can make some patches. Please, I charge everyone, forgive and let go and let's move forward. I'll still continue with more voice note to expand some other things that happened within IPOB. So just take it, calm down and listen properly. Now,
No, I have stop here. I have stop here. All the about 5 market player now. Talk about 5. I only play 2 or 5. You can see this young man. He was Emilia national PLO in South Africa. Do you guys remember when they made program about South Africa? When they talking, they made program about South Africa. They made program about them, exposing them. Okay, Chukwu Isu and Chibuze go out to them. Now we not turn this Lumika not there now. All in charge of welfare account to South Africa. Today, I confess we go. Okay, me when I see na hold another alụ. Today, I see that all that na yenye a chance ka onye like we build or something also will destroy. That even if the was an IPOB member, doesn't matter. That all no regret is action. Today, this Richard Card media worms. That can take one. Can I kill you? Can I culture our legal team? If this guy made this voice notes, maybe all man enough. Why you in my program? I will put a call in South Africa. All man enough. Me will take the line kono fukwe ya n'anya. Ibe anyị na-eme ebe a wụ aka anyị na-akwụ ọtọ. Law of like 5%. Chika police them in the code of conduct. But today, what is happening today? He na-ekwu n'eziokwu. How about Onyendu was on the man to playing? Can I about the story? Or can I fly? The answer is no. How about Kano? It's not a brother Thomas, not a cousin. Or Kebo Kadi? No. How about Onyendu want to undergo surgery in DSS dungeon? How about that? You have all lies. Ekuku everywhere. This is Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu. Like I said, we are coming up on full-time program on this. Now this guy is confessing that I want the account the 100% okay. They just formulated that word. They started do account for us. It started from South Africa. They promote to your buy Europe, buy America everywhere. Now he's fighting with his conscience today. That is why he's confessing. And I know many of you guys that are watching me, manning on that ground, you guys will confess someday. Because why they make we hear more. Iwe na-eme iwe mmụọ onye anyị na-achụrụ aja nwoke mmụọ. Iwe anyị na-eme iwe mmụọ onye anyị na-achụrụ aja nwoke mmụọ. Onye anyị na-achụrụ aja nwoke mmụọ. Onye anyị na-achụrụ aja nwoke mmụọ. It doesn't matter how many of you guys. It doesn't matter the multitude you know. We will destroy you guys with eziokwu Chineke. I will think about that you go in your so. Maazị Otimbodomgbo, ọmụ Maazị Ezumezu nwa ekwensu. Agwa m before that I am not a broadcaster before. But I was pushed to come out. And I so much appreciate Chukwu Kike Abiama. That na mkpụrụ ịkọ. Anyị na-afụ kosa jemlate. Ezigbote mkpụrụ ọma ịkọ, anyị na-afụ ya. Eziokwu Chineke. Go to Prince Meme page. Kini ọ gwara unu. Ọ chere Chinasa nwa nkịta. I started fighting these people beginning of 2022. That anụ ọfịa girl a na-akpọ Ogechukwu no UK. August, let's call Maazị Ezumezu out. Ka enwe stand. Now see, I can't call me out because akwụ m n'eziokwu. Today, that same lady may get finance minister or whatever. No ejiri ego ọnụ ya kwasị ya. Onye nwe one phone call put to Aza Yoruba. That program will come up. I will play his voice call. His voice notes. Ekene m unu, asị m onye afọ taa ka afọ echi ndụ nwoke ndụ nwaanyị. Ihe ọma meere anyị. Ndewonu.
In the heart of Biafra's land, where courage blooms, Mazinamti Kanu stands, defying darkened tombs. A beacon of hope, a voice soon yielding. He fights for justice, freedom, heart's true healing. Mazi Esumesumwekwensu, your spirit ablaze, guiding your people through the tumultuous mazes. From prison walls you sing defiance and truth, a symphony of liberation, unwavering in you. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by winds so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. Chains may bind, but not the soul. Mazinamti Kanu, your purpose takes its toll. The world may turn away, blind to your plight, yet your flame burns brighter, igniting the fight. Behind prison bars you weave tales of courage, a a tapestry of resistance woven without rage. Your words pierce the silence like sunbeams through rain, calling for freedom's dawn, breaking every chain. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by winds so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. This song is a creative expression and tribute Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's situation is complex, and this song does not